Hi guys, I wanted to do a quick little kind of a channel update slash some of the things I've picked up lately. Um, as far as the channel update goes, uh, I got all kinds of new projects coming. I got lots of axes that I want to haft and stuff that um, I want to do on camera. The old Swedish axes that I showed you guys, we're gonna do one of those pretty soon. I just uploaded today a video on how to split out um, billets to make axe handles out of smash logs that I had. So that should be up by now, I would think. And I got a buckskinning series coming up. It's already done. I'm still working on editing it, and I'm gonna go ahead and start posting it too at the same time as I'm doing this making an axe handle series, which I did the first part of that and posted it today. Probably going to do another part tomorrow, roughing out an axe handle out of one of the billets that we split out of that piece of ash. But anyways, I don't know if you guys have, I don't know if I've said it on camera yet or not, but I live here in Ohio, and my fiance and I are getting married this summer. We've got a little boy together who is almost 2 now. And we've been talking about it for almost a year now. And we're seriously getting serious about moving now. And it's going to be a big move. I mean, not a little move, going all the way to Ohio to Montana type of a move. We know nobody out there. We have no family out there. We have nothing out there. We're going to spend the next couple of years trying to figure out which areas of that state or a surrounding state that we like. And we're going to try to visit, and I mean, like small town visit, not go to the tourist places and visit, and see if we can find some property there within our price range. And that's the plan, and so that being our plan, because we want to do this move before my little one gets in kindergarten, so within 3 years to 4 years at maximum. And she's got a son too, and my stepson, and he'll be graduated by then too, so we'll have one graduating and one starting in the kindergarten, and it'll work out pretty good. And then he could live with his dad or come with us. That's up to him. We're hoping he comes with us, but it is what it is. I understand you might want to be with his dad too. But anyways, not to change the subject, but we are planning on moving. So in a way, a lot of my videos are going to be tool related, because we're planning on buying a place that has enough property that we can kind of do what we want, but also enough timber so that we could build our own log cabin. And I mean, I'm getting really excited about it. She finally kind of gave me the okay within the last couple of months, and we've been talking about it, and we've been looking at properties. So I'm getting really excited. So I've been kind of like buying tools and buying this and buying that I think I might need out there. And at the same time, I don't want to load everything down so that we got to make 9 trips out there either. So, we're going to like sell everything and basically just take tools out and necessities. And that being said, a lot of my videos are going to be tool related for a while. And project related, don't get me wrong. But anyways, so I bought some tools at a flea market over the last actually just over this last weekend. I know that if we build a log cabin, a lot of it's going to be timber framing. So I'm trying to gather up as much timber framing type tools as I can on a budget. And I just happened to be at a flea market over the weekend, and I found a couple of nice chisels. I'm looking for some more chisels, but this will get me started for now, and I'll just kind of keep my eye out for them as I'm looking. But I got myself a really nice 1.5-inch chisel, and it's an old one. It's an antique. It's made by something mixing company, and like I said, it's 1.5 inches wide, and it's got pretty good handle on it. You know, and I've already taken it and sharpened it, and I mean, it's ready to go. I'm gonna make just a little leather cover for the end of it, and it's gonna get put away. Another thing I bought is and this one's like inch and 3/16, I believe, and it's just a smaller version of the big one, and I got to make a handle for it. Probably won't even make a handle for it unless I need it here. It's easier to pack up without the handle. I can make the handle on the fly when I get to wherever I need it. So, you know, I'm looking to get a set of wooden handled regular, you know, small chisels, like from like 3/8 up to 1 inch or 1.25 inches. So that's another thing I'm looking for. I'm trying to do it on a budget, so I'd like to have wooden handled ones so that I can use. I really don't care for the plastic handled ones, but it is what it is. I mean, it's whatever we can afford. And I'm looking to get a couple gouges too, just for you know, log building type gouges, because I'm not sure if I'll even need them, but they seem like they would be handy. Of course, axes, I think I got that covered. I got lots of axes. But on another note, I bought this off eBay. This was a eBay buy. I've been looking at them for a while. I've got a lot of axes. I've got a lot of hewing axes. Most of my hewing axes are double beveled because I like to use them for carving. So I have one bigger one that's double beveled, and I just happened to get it at a really good deal, and I bought it. But it's about a nice 8 or 10 inch wide one, and you know, keeping this whole log cabin homesteading thing in mind, a couple of hewing axes are going to be handy. So I ended up picking up a smaller one, which we're going to handle. We're going to make it a project, and we're going to handle it and sharpen it and the whole 9 yards. But it also fits into my Halts Brooks collection, because it's an HB Halts Brooks one, and like I said, it's a can't really tell that way, can you? It's just a regular hewing axe. It's gonna have the chisel grind on it and the whole 9 yards. And yeah, I'm not real sure about these. I don't know if Halts Brooks made a left-hand one and a right-hand one, or if it just depended on which side of the handle you mounted it on, whether it would be left-handed or right-handed. Because, you know, I'm not sure how they did that. But anyways, so I got a hewing axe, needs sharpened, needs handled, and we'll get that fixed up. If I can find another one about this size, I will probably pick it up, and it doesn't have to be the Halts Brooks one. I just bought this one because it kind of goes with my collection of Swedish axes. But I'm going to go ahead and probably buy another one of these, probably an American one. And so that's one of my projects. Another thing we got coming up with the channel is I've been cutting a lot of firewood lately, because even though we're moving, I still got to cut my firewood every year. And I had the log building in mind, and if we get a place, which is going to be a necessity, a place with its own timber on it, I figured I need a way to cut boards and stuff. So I bought a chainsaw mill too. Got a really good price on it. I bought a Granberg. I think it's called their G77 or 77G or something like that. It's not the mini mill, but it's just the smallest version of their regular horizontal mill. And I mean, I got a great deal on it, $42 for it. And I couldn't pass it up. Everywhere I saw it for sale, it was like $100, $120. And that's not even the one I wanted. I just bought it because I thought, you know what? I already have a steel chainsaw with a 20-inch bar on it, and according to the Granberg website, this mill is perfect for that chainsaw. So I bought it basically because the price was right, and it'll go with my chainsaw, and it'll give me something to kind of base. If I decide to get the bigger mill, then I'll have an idea as to how much I like it or not. And the other fact is that if I put my 20-inch bar on my steel saw and I hook that thing up to it, I can still cut boards that are, I'm guessing, 16, 17 inches wide, and that's a pretty wide board when you think about it. So it'll probably work for pretty much anything I want. Um, Thinking about getting the Granberg vertical mini mill too, because it just seems like an obvious buy. You know, if you're going to cut the boards out of the thing, why not get the vertical one so you can trim each side, and you don't even have to flip the log or nothing. You know, you'll have everything already cut, and you just take the boards off. You cut the top, cut both sides, and go back to cutting the top again, and you got your lumber cut. It just seems like a no-brainer to me to buy one of those, but I haven't bought that one yet. I bought the horizontal one. It hasn't arrived yet. It's being shipped here. So that's another thing. And I'm probably going to do some videos on that too. We cut firewood all the time. And occasionally we'll run into a cherry log or something like that. And if I get my hands on something like that, I'm going to cut it into boards. And I'm either going to put the boards away, or I'm just going to send them right down to the auction and get a little money out of them and just put the money towards our move, you know, that type of thing. But, you know, I another thing I picked up at a flea market, and this was a really good buy, and it was only $10, and it's a Swedish axe, just a small hatchet type axe. It's not the brand I usually go for. I usually go for like the Wetterlings and the Holtzbrooks and the Granfersbrooks. This one is a Super Banco. Okay. Now you go online and you look these up, and everybody seems to stay away from these things, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if they have a bad reputation or what have you. But I will say this: it needs a new handle, which I probably going to go ahead and just take this one out, is because I think it's the original handle, and make one identical to this to go back with it, because the handle works great with this head. But the fact is that everybody seems to look down on these little old Super Banco and the Seder Banco axes. But I'll tell you what, I bought this for $10 at flea market, brought it home. It was already in pretty good shape. All I had to do was put an edge on it. It took an edge like nobody's business, and I haven't sharpened it since. And this is what I've been using to carve all my spoons with. Every once in a while, I will strop it just because I like to keep it nice and shiny. But this thing holds an edge. So I'm just saying, maybe I got lucky with this one, but if you run into one of these, give it a shot. I mean, these are usually cheaper than the Wetterlings and the Holtzbrooks axes and all those. And I'm not really sure why, because this is a good axe. I mean, hatchet. I don't know what sizes they come in, but, you know, I wouldn't be afraid to buy one of these in a heartbeat. It has really been a great little axe to mess around with. So that being said, you know, it is what it is. If you see one and you get it at a good price, pick it up. Don't be afraid of it. So, you know, that's just something else that I picked up. I picked up a couple new handles too for some project axes that I'm working on off camera, and you know, just all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to locate a one person / two person saw, timber saw, you know, the whole 2-man type saws. Haven't gotten one of them yet. Trying to find a place. I have one here. It was my grandpa's, and I'm trying to find a place where I can get it sharpened and the teeth set for that. Plus, I want to learn how to do that because I am taking a couple of chainsaws with me too. But hey, you know, chainsaws break, handsaws never do. I mean, they get out of tune, and if I learn how to tune them, then I'll be fine. So that's another thing I'm taking. Uh, I just made this video because I'm getting really excited about the whole ordeal. I'm something I've been wanting to do my whole life. I'm 43 years old, and we finally sat down and she said, if you're going to do it, we need to do it within the next few years. Otherwise, I'm going to be too old to do it as far as building a cabin. But at least she thinks. But I'm not. But anyways, so, you know. So I'm looking for some tools. Timber framing tools, woodworking tools, stuff like that. If any of my subscribers out there run across something, they think I might need it, let me know. Maybe I'll buy it off you or something, you know, or trade you for it or something. You know, I'm not asking anybody for anything. It's just I wanted to let everybody know what was going on in my head as far as why a lot of my projects are going to go tool related. I mean, I've been running everything through my head as far as what I might need. That, and I've been reading as much as I can on log building and this and that. And I mean, because we're going to make most of our furniture and everything. Everything's going to be pretty much off the property. So, you know, we got our work cut out for us. All that, and we still got to be able to put a garden in and, you know, all this stuff within the first year. In fact, we've been doing some talking, and there's a good chance that if I can get somebody to come with me, which is going to be hard to ask somebody to, you know, go out there with me for a whole summer and try to get like the logs all cut and peeled and so they can dry a little bit and all this stuff. And, you know, because I might do that a year before. Otherwise, my girlfriend, or which she'll be my wife by then, she'll be sleeping in a canvas wall tent, and she won't like that at all. So, anyways, this is just a quick little video. I wanted to let you guys all know that, you know, I'm still gonna do videos, you know, bushcraft slice type of videos, but there's gonna be a lot more tool related videos too, because number one, I'm trying to gather up as many tools as I can, and number two, I'm trying to read up on the timber framing stuff, and I'm already a carpenter, so a lot of it is already like in my head. It's not that hard to figure it out, but so you know, just I got a million things going on right now, and I'm still trying to keep the YouTube channel up. I got the website's not doing so good. Seems like, I don't know, I'm just not making stuff that people like or something. I don't know, but I do okay once in a while. I make the mockatoggins up because I do a little bit of blacksmithing too, and I seem to sell most of them when I make them up. The Tuka cams or spoon knives and bowl knives and stuff don't seem to be doing that well. I've sold a few of them. I don't know. It is what it is. I think a lot of it is because people that watch my channel try to make that stuff on their own too. So, you know, it is what it is, and I don't blame them, because that's why I got into it. I decided I didn't want to spend the high prices for them. Then I started learning how to make them. Then when I realized what it takes to make them, then you understand why the prices are a little bit higher. But it is what it is. So, anyways, that was just a little bit of an update video. Probably the next videos I list are going to be, I'm going to do part 2 to the axe handle video, and I'm going to start getting these buckskinning, brain tanned buckskin videos out, because I want to get those listed and online too, because it actually took a lot of time to make those, and it's taken a lot of time to edit them too, and I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. So, anyways, thank you for watching. If you like my videos, like, subscribe, and share. And, you know, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.